Shop at the moolest, rock with the truest. Cats in your block, they bop to this. Come on, yeah. Shop at the moolest. Y'all know who this is. They can't fuck with the rudest kids. Oh, poet legend swooping down to your town. In my area, renowned to set it and never forget it. Incredibly, cats vocab, that's elementary. Limited word structure, blur. No intensity and energy combined with sheer intelligence. These MCs metaphors, that's mere irrelevance to the truth and topic. Pop, locking fiber optic, preaching without a profit. Bro, affected my target. Aim, fire, shoot like T-back. Then making your knees crack, ease back. You're about to seize that opportunity. The top where we soon to be. While your motherfucking haters might as well be on the moon to me. I'm on the map and blaze a track rather foolishly. Setting off alarms in your dorm, so you knew it's me. Call the fire safety, hasty, never hazy. Clear vision of lately, noticing it's a crazy maze. Amongst the main phase that pays to play these whack tracks like big hair bands in the 80s. While I max that level of bomb, settled and gone. Compete for every prize, a medal and wand. Stay up on the monumental status, rebel the song. What we do here is rap heavy metal beyond undefinable, making unknown parts combinable, creating what you got in your ear and what I'm riding to. Shop at the moolest, rock with the truest. Cats in your block, they bop to this. Come on, shop at the moolest, rock with the truest. Cats in your block, they bop to this. Come on, shop at the moolest, rock with the truest. Cats in your block, they bop to this. Come on, shop at the moolest. Y'all know who this is. They can't fuck with the rudest.
Well, I'm essential like Jay, mad potential, Mike Slade. Preferential treatment from my speaking Peters by day. By night, like a lance, I'm enhanced without the silicone. I wrote the iller poem and gave my girl the D like Dilla's home. Shop at Hannaford, self-made, no manager. But money up and down like it's hands on the banister. Calls from unknown numbers, debts unpaid, I'm not a Lannister. Dutch elixir sipper, copper sixer of the canisters. Nobody sicker in my jurisdiction, I'm like like royalty. Sick of paying taxes instead of rapping, paying lawyer fees. When I was broke, they gave me nothing. Now I'm paid, they spoil me. Funny how that works now that the people have anointed me. My hands dirt, logo on my damn shirt. On my dome, all caps, like I hit shift like a standard. I'm the man, word, sentence, paragraph, and chapter. I prayed for peace to kill the show and Carabasset after. I shop at Shaw's, I finish rocking and the block applauds. Hit the doorbell, kick in the door until you knock it off. Fuck the rest, at best I think the quest is just forgettable. How they kept the dream alive so long, well that's incredible. In the wrong pace, in the long race, when the dawn breaks, see it on your aunt's face, even your mom hates. I could make a strong case that I've been the truest. Rewind the track back and me and Jay could walk you through it, y'all.
Shop at the moolest, rock with the truest. Cats in your block, they bop to this, come on. Shop at the moolest, rock with the truest. Cats in your block, they bop to this, come on. Shop at the moolest, rock with the truest. Cats in your block, they bop to this, come on. Shop at the moolest is, y'all know who this is. They can't fuck with the rudest kids. Nah, they can't fuck with the rudest kids. Yeah, so just shop at the moolest is. Rain on click, yeah.
Future knock.
Yo, this beat sounds like a... this sounds like Transform... Nah. Sounds like... Godzilla, just bitch like your drug dealer. Toronto winners, big chillin' in my chinchilla. 6-figure, told the label need to send it quicker. Before I bill her, brush my teeth and I do 10 seconds. Talking sweet like swishers, boy you wasn't that nigga. Talking big like you been him, I been himmer. Black Hummer, straight from a black Beamer. 2-seater, who's sweeter than me? I told my op I got a mop to sweep you off your feet. At 9 o'clock she said to drop and then we turn your street. We spent the block a couple times and then we put it in peak. I caught my Glock and stroke my ego, no one cocky as me. I told my mama that I'm gonna be someone someday. She said you gotta find your path. I said I know one way, but mama wanted me to stay far away from the gunplay. But mama know I don't listen to nothing. Chat kept jumping, runners kept running. I turn on the mic and I finna I amount to something. Now when niggas stunning, I teach us astonished. I wasn't a scholar, but I went ahead and got it. I wasn't a scholar, but a chat taught me math. Lane taught me English, little bit of swag. Taught me how to fuck hoes, dad taught me cash. Now I seen the cocaine blues, Johnny Cash. Now I'm a bag dropper, tag pop a pill seller, slick comments, fuck around and log off ya. Gucci sweater, only wear it at the weather offer. Magella coffin, I bet it be Barry Popper. Chillin' in my chinchilla fur coat, body like Omega in my belt on Ferragamo. That means 24 for your niggas that didn't follow. Tell the officer that I ain't see the comment, I just borrow. Big bottle, pour on models, she swallow. I'm a big baller, rolling L's, ain't no lines over. The nigga from Toronto, I ain't smoking, less this fronto. She said, Valley baby, when you wanna poke it, I said pronto. ASAP, no Rocky, I'm popping. If you don't like me, why don't you try to stop me? That's right, you here and I'm Brodale shopping. Say that you'll remember you, I don't see no pop. I Godzilla, just bitch like your drug dealer. Toronto winners, big chillin' in my chinchilla. 6-figure, told a label, need to send it quicker. Before I bill, I need a...
Been listening to that on repeat. Talking big like you been him, I been himmer. That's literally my new life motto. Talking big like you been him, I been himmer.
Been himmer, so these bitches wanna take my picture. Make it quick, I got a pack, I gotta go and pick her. Then deliver to these pockets on Doug Dimmer. Talking big like you been him, I been himmer. I don't know why these niggas even bought it at this point.
I know what happened. You guys dropped acid, didn't you? Craig doesn't have any pants on. He got fucking wild, probably danced, sweated all over the place. You got white shit all over your mouth, Frankie. You probably sucked somebody's dick. Jonah over here probably watched and jerked off. Jay, I didn't even know you were in town. Good to see you.
Danny, we're not on acid. We didn't suck each other's dicks.
James Franco didn't suck any dick last night. Now I know you all are tripping.
Yo, hey, what's happening? See the way I walk, I'm a bad man. I'm the major, I'm the general and captain. No heart, I can see it in your CAT scan. Oh man, someone tell him I'm a savage and a monster. And I don't really care, I don't wanna talk, I just make them disappear. Hush your mouth when I come around. Shut your mouth. Make one more move and we gon' run them down. I'm exactly how I should be. I went to my prom in an all-black hoodie. Man, I want your crown, I want your spot. As a matter of fact, I want everything in the world, cause I think I deserve the goodies. Now switch it up. My only confession is perfection is my preference. Breakfast with the gods, I like scrambled excellence. With a side of mash, yo, scarlet if you try me. Talking spicy, not eat your words. Wasabi, hey, yeah, they were loud, but they ain't talking at all. From day one, terrorizing when I walk through the door. I know you missed them good old days, it ain't the same as before. Cranky kid at recess, I ain't playing anymore. I got real dark shades and some brand new shoes, and I'm feeling like a couple $1,000,000 bucks. If I ever feel I need more, I'll be knocking on your door, and I think you should already know what's up. I pull up like, what's happening? See the way I walk, I'm a bad man. I'm the major, I'm the general and captain. No heart, I can see it in your CAT scan. Oh man, someone tell him I'm a savage and a monster. And I don't really care, I don't wanna talk, I just make them disappear. Hush your mouth when I come around. Make one more move and we gon' run them down. Hey, enough of the foolery. I know the future, when you were born I wrote your eulogy. See you play the food when I look at your whole community. Don't you come around cause you a walking opportunity. Now switch it up. I don't need to know your name, numb to it, it's Novocaine. So much on my shoulders, I look like Hunchback of Notre Dame. Want it all with no complaints, broken chains, no restraints. Or they gonna let me loose, who gon' get it? Let me choose. A little bit angry, I can't choose to let it go. You better take heed of all the things I said before. When I'm not wildin', I be cool, just getting low. But if somebody need to find me, let them know. I got real dark shades and some brand new shoes, and I'm feeling like a couple $1,000,000 bucks. If I ever feel I need more, I'll be knocking on your door, and I think you should already know what's up. I pull up like, what's happening? See the way I walk, I'm a bad man. I'm the major, I'm the general and captain. No heart, I can see it in your CAT scan. Oh man, someone tell him I'm a savage and a monster. And I don't really care, I don't wanna talk, I just make them disappear. Hush your mouth when I come around. Make one more move and we gon' run them down. Let's go now. Look bars, yeah I do bars on the beat, but back then I did bars with the beatbox. Man blessed cause they love what I speak, and man get a little gone, that's a free talk. I don't hype on the beat for a freebie, I get paid for a screen, that's E-Walk. Man got a couple jams on the CD, that I'm trying to get a portion of P from. Done no car came with a big flow from the outro to the intro. Bless that course, man come with the intricate lingo. Rest of the man and respect that. That's gas, up in a flat with a couple grams of the dank, and I got a plan, I'ma go hand as hard as a brother can. I'ma be the man if I can, I'ma kill a jam, I don't give a damn. Come with your itty bitty one line flow, think you're a Donny like Darko, I don't really think so. I was in a polo with Marco, chucking shit out of the window, going on childish. I don't know what mild is, coming like chili on child dip, nothing like Menfo. I got a gram of your highness, Con's got a gram of the blood clot, last clock Kimbo. I don't try on the beat, cause the best flow coming out, make cat cool, that simple. Back in 09 I was going on simple, bin bags, I had a bin full simple. Cop Chris Coast, that's minstrels, didn't move DOS, that's dimples. Shine with green, that's tinsel, move like a boss, that's principal. Merc in the beat, that's nympho. Rat tat tat, my rapping is rapscallious, I'm in a flat, putting a back the pen paragraphs. Imagine that causing to come up in my confidence, now I be quite confident, now I be quite amorous. Plus I be loving it, ran fabulous, I'm on the dark side of the force, I be like Anakin. Strap that, I'm in the front of a Mac cameras, rocking a new swagger, I swear I be like mannequins. Bars, yeah I do bars on the beat, but back then I did bars with the beatbox. Man blessed cause they love what I speak, and man get a little gone, that's a free talk. I don't hype on the beat for a freebie, I get paid for a screen, that's E-Walk. Man got a couple jams on the CD, that I'm trying to get a portion of P from. Done no, car came with a mad flow, kid a shark with a little tap hole. David, done no, got a beat clown with a fan, oh still keep frank with the fam though. Shameless, wanted, I'm a joker on an ad-lib, get that an abracadabra, on a massive P2. Pass that pow, finish that boom, get a little wow when I'm spitting on the tube. Nigga my levels are on a million, I'm accounting for syllables, I'm accounting for brilliance, I'm accounting for copycats, I'm accounting for challenges, I'm accounting for all of the cats who rack fabulous, I'm a captain, I came with a clan of precise characters, I've been the dark side of the soul, I be like calluses. Now I'm on the run and I'm promising I am on it, I come with the mic for me, they probably start panicking bars. Yeah I do bars on the beat, but back then I did bars with the beatbox. Man blessed cause they love what I speak, and man get a little gone, that's a free talk.
bars on the beat, but back then I did bars with the beatbox. Man blessed cause they love what I speak and man get a little gun, that's a free top. I don't hype on the beat for a freebie. I get paid for a screen, that's E-Walk. Man got a couple jams on the CD that I'm trying to get a push in a P for, I'm done now.
In this Blender beginner tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use rigid body physics. properties. Now, Blender actually has a bunch of different physics here. There's fluid simulations, there's also soft body, there's also cloth simulations and collisions. In this tutorial, I'm just going to be going over the rigid body. So let's just simulating gravity and the cube is falling. So what if I want the cube to fall on something like just set this to play every frame, so I'm just going to change it to play every frame. All right, so now if I press the spacebar, you can see that the cube starts to fall, and that's because right here under playback on the timeline, you might have one of these, and then we're going to press Shift A, and I'm just going to add a cube because of physics onto this cube. So right over here on the side panel, you can see that there is this be going over the rigid body. So let's just add the rigid body. And then also real quick for the people out there who also do video editing with Blender, right here under playback on the timeline, you might have one of these settings on, like the frame dropping or sync to audio. And I use these when I'm doing video editing just to help the audio and video sync up. But when you're doing simulations in Blender, it's better if you just set this to play every frame. So I'm just going to change it to play every frame. All right, so now if I press the spacebar, you can see that the cube starts to fall. And that's because we now have the rigid body physics. So it's actually simulating gravity and the cube is falling. So what if I want the cube to fall on the plane, and we want the plane to just stay where it is because the plane is going to be the ground. So there is a setting to tell the plane to stay exactly where it is, but still have the rigid body settings. So if you click on the different objects, you can see that there are going to be rigid body settings, and we will be going over these more in a moment, but you can see that there is a type right here. So if you want the object to fall and move around, you're going to leave it set to active. But if you have an object like this plane and you want the plane to stay exactly where it is, then you need to change the type here to passive. So now if I press the spacebar, you can see, there we go, that is exactly what I want. And you can do this with more objects as well, not just
gravity to the default cube, so press G, then set to grab the, and then let's add, then set to grab the cube on the z-axis, and then press R to rotate, and then let's add a plane, which will be the floor, then press S to scale, and then go into the physics settings, rigid body, and then let's make the floor passive, and then select the cube, rigid body, and then make the cube active. And as you can see, when we play the animation, the cube falls down.
Hey, so here's another kind of quick video that I wanted to show, situate ourselves, which is just going to be a simple deform in this case. Now, I believe it doesn't matter what modifier you put both of these objects here, and I wanted them to bend for whatever reason. If I, decided, oh, I wanted to change that back, and I have to go. So if I select both of these objects, and I go over to one of the properties I want to change, if I go ahead and I hold the Alt key, and then I go ahead and start to slide through this, you can see it's actually doing the parameter update for both of the objects and their respective modifiers. So let's go and bring this to like 9 degrees. And so we can see it's changed it to 9 degrees here and 9 degrees for this one as well. So there's a couple things you need to be aware of when using this Alt hotkey when working with the modifiers. Like I was saying, you have to make sure that the modifiers obviously are of the same type. These are both the simple deform modifiers, right? That's going to be your first kind of obstacle there. The second one is they need to have the same exact name. So we can see if I go ahead and actually change this one to tooth, let's say, just for sake of argument, right? So 1 and 2, and I go ahead and select these both. And I'm going to hold down Alt again and try and slide through. It's not going to be able to link up those modifiers. So the naming is actually pretty important for these modifiers. So recap, same type and same name. Now something that is cool as well is if I go back to this second one,
Hello everyone. Here's a super useful shortcut. In the example shown on screen, there are 3 basketballs with an act. The basketballs fall onto the plane below, but they don't bounce. Done for both the basketballs and the plane, so I select all the objects. However, if I select the objects and change this parameter, the modification will only apply to the active object in the selection. To modify the rigid body parameter for all selected objects, I press the Alt key and click on the parameter to be changed. I then release the Alt key, enter the desired value, and press Enter. The new parameter will be set in the bounciness field for all selected objects, as you can before changing the parameter value. The Alt key must be held down while clicking on the parameter to modify, but it should be released before changing the parameter value. This shortcut works for many parameters in different menus and contexts, so keep it in mind whenever you need to modify. Even though the difference is not noticeable in this particular example, for basketballs, the sphere option makes more sense. So I select the basketballs and press the Alt key, holding it down while clicking on the shape menu. Once the menu is open, I release the Alt key and select Sphere from the list. Unlike most of my video tutorials, the PDF version of this tutorial is not currently available for download. However, you'll find a link in the description to the page.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I'm just trying to add physics to this. It's gonna take him too long.
Or who have the middle mouse button broken, as it happened to me and stayed like weeks without it. And what you need to do then is to enable the emulate 3 buttons mouse here in preferences, input, and you enable this one. But then since this emulation uses the alt button, so alt left click to rotate in the space like this and shift alt to pan like this, in this case you can't use the alt button anymore for anything else. For example, here we have the fill tool, and if I want to close this gap, there is the boundary stroke that I can draw while selecting this bucket here, and it uses the shortcut alt. If I do alt left click, of course it won't work. The problem is that there is no alternative to draw the boundary stroke that I could find, so the only solution is to disable emulate 3 mouse button temporarily, draw your boundary stroke, and then turn it on again. But of course it takes too much time to go to preferences to disable it and then enable it again. If you right click to create a shortcut, there is nothing here. For most other settings, like here for example, if you right click, you can get assign shortcut and assign a shortcut for that, so that you can disable and enable quickly. There is nothing like that here, so we need to go to key map to create a shortcut. So here under key map you can see all your shortcuts under these drop downs here, and we need to go under window here. So we open it and then we go down until we find this button here, add new. So we add new and we get this known entry here, and here instead of known we need to type WM for window manager, I think, then dot and context, and we get this one, WM context toggle. So we click on this one. When we do that, we get these fields here. We don't need this one, but this one is called context attributes, and here we need to type the path to our setting, the emulate 3 button setting. For that we type first preferences and then dot and then input, and it's actually inputs and not input. It was very hard to me to find this path, it's not obvious at all. And then dots, and here we need to type the last string for emulation. Use, I think it's this one, here it is, emulate 3 buttons. I found it, so we just click on it and we have it. You can't see the whole of it, but I will write it on the screen and also in the description. And now we just need to enter our shortcut here. So make sure that your shortcut doesn't conflict with anything that you use a lot in Blender. We can go to key binding here and search for our shortcuts and see if it doesn't conflict. I want to use Shift Alt E for emulate, and you see that this shortcut is used for something in pause mode. I think it's called blend to neighbor. I don't even know what it is, so I guess it's not.
know. The train's delayed. I don't know when we'll get there.
Now what I want to show you is I want to show you how to bake the simulation to actual keyframes, like an animation. Now you could just use the bake settings right here, but there are many cases where you actually want to make the keyframe, because I found that sometimes if you like open up the blend file with a different Blender version, sometimes it can like change the simulation. There are many different things that can change the simulation or mess it up. And also when you're rendering, I found that occasionally something can happen with the simulation. And when you bake it, it can really affect the right here. It usually works fine, but on big animations, I usually like to make them to keyframes. So to bake them all the keyframes, first you need to press A and select all the objects. So just make sure they're all selected. Then you're going to click right here on Object and go right down here to Rigid Body, and then you're going to click on Bake to Keyframes. Now you can see it has a start frame and an end frame, so just change these to what you want, and then the frame step you can just leave that to 1, and then I'll click on OK. And then it's going to take a moment. Now if this is a really big simulation, it has tons of objects.
Over. Over.
not muted? I don't know if I was muted, my bad. What's up, Dragon? What's up, Tsunami? What's up, gang? Hope everybody's good. My bad, yeah. I thought I was talking. I know I want to add some wingman stuff. I know I want to add a few things for y'all to spin. Whoa, what's up with the cord energy? Oh, let me fix that. Wait, this song is not. This song's throwing me off. Sorry, hold on. Sorry. Yeah, no, yeah, those are cool. I like those emotes.
It might be useful later.
Since y'all are here, I don't know why I'm typing so much, but I'm thinking, let me turn down some of the audio. Okay. I'm thinking about a few things real quick, and I just want to get y'all's opinion because y'all are here probably the most out of everybody. I mean, there's a lot of people that are here constantly, but y'all got the helmets, right? If I go quiet. Okay, cool. I'll keep it short. You don't have to answer it immediately, but I'm just thinking, like, y'all are both just hearing what y'all are saying just now about the core and trying to get to your phone to get it, and Wake saying he knows the feeling. I think that's really cool that y'all are. It's in like the engagement, y'all. It's rewarding for y'all, right? I'm not building it so I can get more engagement. I'm building it so y'all can have, like, be rewarded for supporting and being here as often as y'all are. What's up, Mookie? How you doing, gang? Yeah, you here too. You next up on the helmet. Yeah, man. A profile pic is sick too. So even your opinion on this is important. Oh, I need to view your stats. I need to view your stats too. But I might do that as well. That might take a little bit longer just because I might have to do that after the database. I could do a little simpler version right now that incorporates like stream streaks and core and all of the things that you can get with the new system now. Okay, so all of y'all are. It seems like y'all enjoy the the game of the stream, and to me there's a lot of value I find when y'all have that kind of like, oh man, I was trying to get to my phone. Like, it's so cool that this stream can give y'all that same sense of feeling like a game would, because essentially that's the early, that's one part of it. That's one like Lego block, right? The other parts of it are, upgrading your ship and playing against other people and like spending your core. But getting your core should be just as fun as using your core, you know what I mean? And it should feel like, okay, it might be a little minute to get to it, so these collects would actually be more critical down the line once y'all upgrade and stuff, and you're like, oh man, I just need a few more core before I can get this other upgrade, you know what I'm saying? So like those collects will actually have more weight, and I'm trying to build it out too to where y'all can progress at a point where y'all are, even right now, this amount of time that y'all have spent in this beta testing, it's like, okay, this is a segment, okay, how long do I want this to be based off of this segment? Like, how, and y'all are giving me so much, like Wake, you're giving me like what it's like if somebody power levels, and like how fast it would take somebody to do here, go here, you know what I'm saying? So like, y'all help me to also give out rewards and stuff like that, and it's helped me building core. But I just want y'all's opinion. Sorry it's taking me too long to explain that. I just want to say thank y'all, because y'all give me so much understanding, and how everybody's playing it, how Hanada's playing it, how Juice is playing it, how Mookie's playing it, how Jax is playing it, seeing y'all's things, and even giving out core like you did, Jax. That's the thing too. I'm like, oh, okay, well that could be an upgrade down the line. That's not for everybody, but if that's something you want to do, you can upgrade to get that, you know what I'm saying? So even Hanada, she's over 100 right now, so I'm like, oh, okay, that makes me want to give her, makes me want to give people a, achievement for getting 100 core, that should be a big deal, and so forth. Anyways, with how y'all are approaching it, let me know what would feel cool to y'all in ways to use it. I think leveling up is really awesome. I think that's a great way to spend the core. Obviously getting hacks and stuff like that, but I'm just kind of curious, just not to be like too specific, you know what I'm saying? Don't think too heavily on it to be like, oh, okay, I need to come up with a great idea, and I might not even implement it, but I'm just trying to get more of like the emotional attachment, you know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of game would give you more of an emotional attachment against playing somebody, you know what I'm saying? Or just not even if it's not a game, just using your core. Like, what's something that you feel like, that would actually be cool to do something like this, like the core is just a function, but like, you know what I mean? Y'all get it, y'all play games, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the restroom. I gotta take a leak real quick. Is RDC streaming again? Oh, they dropped the video. I can't watch it on YouTube. I'll probably watch it later tonight. Alright, I'll be right back, y'all. Yeah, just drop anything out, you know what I'm saying? Like, just things you think would be cool given the ecosystem and given your time here. Oh, I need to make the freaking band thing. Damn, that was fast. I tried to click on it. Damn, you got to it faster than I can click on it. That's fucking. I gotta make the animation, bro. It's gonna be sick. That's one thing. That's one of the things we're on to. I need to make a board where I just like have all the ideas and just like go down the line every Sunday on stream so y'all can see it too. Maybe a simpler this with the old station. Mookie, can you help explain? Can you explain that a little bit for me? Because it's a little bit hard for me to understand what you mean by that. No, we definitely gonna make that animation where you blast when you blast them when you ban them. Yeah, y'all just throw out anything. It can be anything. Honestly, sometimes just a little bit. Y'all might think it's a bad idea. It might be something I could just play with, even if it's not something I'm like, oh, it's an amazing idea. And I appreciate you, Mookie. I really do. I think I have some pretty cool ideas. I definitely want to keep things innovative and not make them feel like, oh, okay, it's the same old, you know. We might go to that later. That's actually fine. I'm gonna let this whole rock for y'all. So what I'm doing right now in the animation, he's like crushing his head from the ice. Y'all gonna see, it's gonna look really cool. I'm about to add the material on it so it looks like it's ice. Everything. But I'm gonna just let this play for y'all. I gotta pee real quick. Just cause y'all already invested with like collecting core and everything, and that's a game within itself, you know what I mean? Like the collecting, it's also just utilizing the chat, you know what I'm saying? Like the energy and the support that y'all already help every time that meter fills up, it's because of y'all, you know what I mean? So it's a visualizing, you know, the motion or whatever you want to call it, and having it be something that's like, you know, something that's, yeah. Anyways, let me rock. I'll be right back.
Emergency shutters have been activated all over the place. It doesn't look like we'll be able to go on a casual tour of the
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Mr. Giant laughing face too. Okay, word. Okay. I like how when people say I wouldn't mind using some cord. Like, wait, Jack. Okay, cool. I like it. Yeah, we'll definitely we'll create some ways to like hack people's inputs for sure. Yeah, we'll definitely no, yeah, we'll definitely do the fake clicks. We'll definitely do the fake clicks. We'll definitely do the amplify. I think that's a good idea too. I'm muted the whole time. Anyways, yes, fake clicks are gonna be a thing. Amplify clicks are definitely gonna be a thing. I think amplify clicks will probably be a hack, so people can't spam them, but it'll be a hack that, you know, could benefit you or benefit other people. I think the fake collects, I think that'll be something like an ability that you can unlock, or it could be a hack. It could be a hack too. Maybe at a higher level you can unlock that ability or something. But yeah, we'll definitely add those two. I think those are really smart. Or the corrupts, that's what they call them. Random collects. I think let's see. People like playing over jacks. Yeah, we'll definitely make it to where even a trap core would be fun. Where if you lay the trap, it redeems the core for the person. Oh no, yeah, you're good. You're good, bro. I think I probably will. I think the corrupt one is pretty much the trap because it pretty much covers a few functions. Like it doesn't have to be too like I don't want it like for new viewers. I don't want it to be too confusing where it's like, oh, we got one that is like one person automatically gets it. Because if it's like a core that you automatically get, there's no point for anybody else to get it. You know what I mean? There's no point to keep running up the meter because you're gonna get it, and it's only like 1 core or 5 core. So at that point, they might as well just get the core. You know what I mean? But I think setting up a corrupt one is good, but alter it to where you not only it's not like only one person gets core, but somebody loses core. So there's more stakes to it than just somebody getting core. You know what I mean? So if you have a corrupt one, you take the core of the person who collected rather than anybody getting more core. You know what I mean? And then for the one that is like a boost, I think that's good too because it changes. It can take like a regular core and make it a hyper core. And then there's going to be another level past that that's going to be 10 core. That'll be like another like Super Saiyan type vibe, you know what I mean? So, and I'll make animations too for like when there's a hyper core or there's like the question mark core. It's going to be, you'll see more like right now you see like the stars, like the twinkles, you know, on this one. Well, like the next one will have like more like electricity and stuff and other ones, you know. So let's see, I think those are good for sure. I think if there's other ways to like hoe people in the chat, I think there might be some. I'm trying to think of some ways to do it. Like you can set up. You could set up like you can make like a curse word, you know, to where like every time somebody types in a certain word within a certain window, you get one of their cores or something. I don't know. I'll have to make something. I really do want to make a battle system, like a simple Pokemon type battle system that you can play without any special abilities and just roll dice and, you know, fight somebody. And I also want to make it to where you can use abilities in it and then build off of that. It actually wouldn't be too hard. I just got to build the loop, like the circuit kind of. But I also want to build a bonus game too, like a game that you can play like by yourself on stream, where it's just like a game where you shoot like a ball in a hoop and you just choose the, like it'll be like a meter or something and you got to stop it right when you press the button, and then another meter that you stop when you type in the command, and then it shoots and you get like 2 shots or 3 shots or something. But with each upgrade you'll be able to do more. Like your corrupts will actually, like if you're like a low level like hacker, like or attacker or whatever, like your corrupt will only get you like 1 core, but then you can get like 3 core or 5 core, you know what I mean? But I'm just thinking of other things if y'all have any other ideas too. I think the core system is pretty cool. Just thinking of ways to like what y'all would like want to spin core onto. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Trying to think of ways for y'all to like lose core. I think Mookie, what you said. This is the last thing, and I'll switch back to the vibes. Oh shit! I got the hypercore. Mookie, I think what you said about the overlays and bringing the overlay changing back is probably smart. Oh, smart movie, smart. I like traps, so I think trap core might be cool. I think that might be a cool idea. I think corrupt is pretty much like the trap core. But I'm thinking of things to spend money on too. But I like what Mookie said about the switching up the color scheme, because I've actually been saving a few different color schemes that I've been coming up with for the overlay with the new overlay. And yeah, so I think right now I'm at like 5. If I add this will be like 6. But I want to add a few more before I implement it. But yeah, that'll be something kind of cheap. I won't charge too much core for that, but I definitely will, you know. There'll be like a range. I think adding save points will be good. I think for the most part, I'm not sure. I have to see, 'cause like I had to go back. I lost like a few days of work when my system was being crazy, and the save point system was acting kind of. I think it may be saved, or I think it might be saved. But if so, I can start to implement those things for whenever like y'all lose streaks, or you know, if something happens on my end with HQ. But I'm thinking of ways for y'all to spin core too, like. I'll think about it. Okay, let's keep moving. Keep thinking about it. I already have a few ideas. I think I'm just thinking of stuff I can do tonight, but I'm taking too long even thinking about it, what I can do tonight. So let me just keep working. Shout out to everybody who's in the AB. Let's keep going. Let's keep running. Definitely try to add some stuff for the wingman. Something like that. Heru Odyssey asked me, can you give the stream a little lore on these 3 Wingman Mookie Jacks? And wait, alright crew, gather round the hollow table. Let's talk about our trusty wingman. First up, Mookie. Mookie's got that killer instinct in the skies, always ready to dive into the action, head first, making sure no one messes with the squad. Next, there's Jax. Jax is the smooth operator, the strategist. Always a few steps ahead, they know when to strike and when to lay low. And then we have Wake. Wake, the wild card, unpredictable and daring. They've got a knack for pulling off those impossible maneuvers that leave enemies scratching their heads. Together, they form an unstoppable trio, always at my side as we charge through. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hope you're enjoying the vibes. Let's keep it going. Definitely want to add something for the wingman. I've been thinking about giving y'all, like, at first I was gonna put the wingman stuff where the HQ thing is, but I'm thinking I might put it around the Space Gang side on the top right and create like a little spot for y'all. But I'm trying to think about visually how I want to do it. Because I don't want to have, like, of course I want to make multiple versions, but for this version I'm trying to make it as cool as I can for the first version at least. And I have a few ideas. I think a lot about, I've been looking at a lot of like retro video games, like RPGs. I've been looking at like other stuff like Mega Man. I want it to be clear, like, who's here, you know, but Y'all get it. I'll keep thinking. I'll let it play out. Let me get back to work. That's your yell right there, man. Yeah, for sure. Switch up the music. Excuse me. I heard this too many times. Time to switch it up. I do like my break core. Let's get a little cinematic for a little bit. unnecessary. The real ones know. Nothing like it. I really want to hear that one song from like the slums. That's like this is the other one. We'll go to that one for sure. Alright, chat. Let's see. Looks like we got the scene. I gotta go back and figure out what got messed up with this other chain. I hope it's just like a one-click thing, but it looks like something got deleted, which is kind of annoying. And I only have myself to blame. But yeah, this little part came out nicely. I like how that came out. I still got some more effects to add onto that, like little frost and like whatever, but that's like little things I can add on later. I would love to make the physics actually interact with this body. That's what I was trying to do. There still might be a way I can do. No. I'll have to manually animate it. For me to go back and do it now, it's just like, it's gonna take too much time. But it already looks good. I was trying to see if there's a way I can. I'm not even gonna think about it. It's just too much. I really wanted it to like fall off his body and kind of make it all twinkle and shit, kind of. So I like this animation so far. I think right now all I gotta do, I like this whole flow. I might have to animate the camera a little bit better. But I do like the vibe of it. Maybe take off a little bit of headroom. I just gotta animate now. All I gotta really do is just animate his pose right here. And maybe animate him going into like a quick little animation of him going from here to like here. I could do a little finisher. Could do a little finisher. I'm trying to think about how I want to do it. I'm like, ugh, that might be too much work. I might just do the first cut off and then, yeah, I'll move on to the next thing. I got a lot of shit to do. I could always add it later. Yeah. Okay. We're almost done, really. Really, just get here and there, and then fuck, I gotta go back to the intro. I gotta clean up a few bits on the intro. I gotta clean up the chain, intro. It's not too much I gotta do on the intro. It's really not. Most of it's done. I just gotta animate a few things. Then I can move on to cameras. I gotta animate their faces in a few spots. And then I gotta animate the focus, camera focus. I might just write this down. Shout out to everybody vibing. I had some time to just like clear my mind and not play too much music. Kind of clear the cache a little bit. Let's see. week. I'm gonna pull up the RDC video and kind of go down this list of things to finish tonight. I would love to finish this tonight. I'm gonna push. We'll see how things go. I'm gonna snack and get a little energy, refill my coffee, but I'll probably be working until like 4 or 5. I might have to pull an all-nighter because I just need to get these done. If I get down to the end of this list, then this scene is done. So I just gotta knock this out and I can move on to the rest of the animation. But yeah, okay. I'll be right back.
most.
$1 bill, y'all. $1 bill, y'all.
Y'all, we back. So actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off the YouTube stream for a few minutes while I snack, and we'll watch Laker highlight, and then I'm gonna start watching a few some of this RDC video, and then we're gonna get back into it. Then I'll turn back on the YouTube stream probably around like 11ish. Yeah, just to kind of break up the flow a little bit. I'm gonna eat, chill for a moment, and then power through the rest of these changes that I have to make. That way I don't have to stay on this Mortal Kombat scene any longer. Shout out to the PC though. Shout out to the power supply, man. Shout out to all the support, man, for real, because that is a game changer. A game changer. Jeez. Oh. It feels so good to actually have enough power. My computer's not shutting down. I can do what I need. It feels really good. Okay, enough of me talking. Let's get back to it.
Notably, LeBron James and Luka Doncic are out. And for the Blazers,
they want to see LeBron. They want to see the dad, but they're very excited about this young man and really get behind him.
And LeBron played 22 minutes. You remember Tom Haverster saying, I'm watching the Laker game, and LeBron went back to the locker room with a groin issue. Here's Banton.
Baseline after making a solid move along the baseline.
Banton down ahead of Klingon into the lane, lay it up and in despite Morris reaching.
That's fine, Brian. You gotta chase that, bro. You gotta chase
Yeah,
that,
thanks,
bro.
Brooke. And that Lamar was back in mid-January. If you go back further than that, the loss here at home to Memphis.
Told them they better be insomniacs all night. As Matisse gets
Harper, Bronny James tees up the three. Long ball, grabbed by Murray on the push, up the floor, the 1-2. Galloping dribble right to the window. Chances are slim, but that's the value of landing at number 9. You increase your doing.
It's very kind of
it. I'll put some Cops and Robbers music behind it. Some Mannix theme music from the 70s. Yeah, we'll dress that baby up. Here's Mel.
And then he becomes that defensive force we have seen him become. Delano, an offensive force. You got Wob on Twitter. We'll do a Wob investigation.
Yeah.
We got to get to the bottom of Mark Mason does not make mistakes. He's like Chris.
And they want to keep their guys fresh, keep them in kind of rhythm before the playoffs happen. I feel like you want to be at the top of your game.
MVP, Coach of the Year, so forth. Sixth man. What am I missing? Vincent outside triggers and hits. Banton's shot short. Klingon recovers.
Not a chance.
That fader thing that he's got going on there. I think he could come out here and do our jobs.
People always try to build culture on the floor and in the front office, and you try to do the same thing within your departments. Nice pass there from Bronny James.
Well, we don't want to butter him up too much because something tells me he's going to come back and freelance and do a game or two.
Good.
Rupert outside.
Oh, nice shot, Rupert. Not being made about it, partially because of his stats from college last season. It's really an unfair.
Here this afternoon, by way of the microphone that we have put over there on the bench where he resides with his team. Hey, I was just asking you about Chauncey Billups and the extension of the contract. What have you seen from Chauncey and his evolution as a coach?
And feel safe in knowing that you don't have to have it every time and you empower them that way. With some of the play we've seen, as Jabari, I was thinking that last season, I'm starting to see it happen through them.
Yeah, and especially obviously this season, you got a lot of guys healthy though.
Dude can score. He's well within reach of 1,000 three-pointers in his career. That's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Good play going on right now. The Blazers leading here by 8. Banton out there along with Matisse Thybulle. Connect will fire and screen. Kamara completes the 5, double clutching into the lane. That one swatted away and controlled by the Lakers.
He got fouled, but this game 82.
Len, nice pass.
Oh, I didn't turn off.
Have solidified number 3 right now in the standings of the West. Side adjustment into a 3. Matisse